Norway just defeated Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. Personally, I thought Cote d'Ivoire was going to be more of a dark horse. I thought Ivory Coast was going to honestly go a little bit more farther because they play so well. They play very good football. And I thought there's no way Norway was going to impede them and stop, because I just thought Ivory Coast was just going to go further. I do understand that Norway did have Haaland at the helm, obviously, and I underestimate Norway potentially a little bit more. So I thought this would be the end of their World Cup run, but I guess I was wrong in that sense on that matter. But that's okay. That's part of the World Cup. We've seen a lot of things, like Paraguay just defeated Germany last night in penalty shootout, so which is insane. Netherlands also got knocked out. A lot of this, I'm pretty much enjoying this World Cup in itself, and especially Norway has really surprised me. Especially, they've only qualified 4 times in the history of the World Cup: 1938, 1994, 1998, and now 2026. So they've missed a lot of chances to qualify, especially in the early 2000s era. Pretty much, so they weren't relevant in the international stage as per se. But in the sense for them doing this, it's quite incredible, and the run is amazing. Their little Viking chants, their roll at the end, it's pretty good. It's a really good way. It's a good atmosphere. It's a feel good story, especially if you're a Norwegian person and if you're supporting Norway. By far, you're going to go far. It just seems like they have a good squad in a sense that they're playing with house money at this point, and things are just going to be even much, much, much more better for them. Haaland, honestly, he's scoring goals. I mean, that's what he does. He does it for Manchester City, and he's doing it at the World Cup. Right now, he's sitting on 5 goals, while Messi is sitting on 6. So he's trying to tail Messi in the Golden Boot. But honestly, if they keep going further, honestly, I think Haaland might actually get it. But I don't know about that, because right now it's a little bit history in that nature that I'm just like, why Norway? In the sense that it's just insane to think about it, because you have friends who have Mbappe and Dembele also pretty much being, with 4 goals actually right now, and then Vinicius Jr. with 4 goals. So if you look at the teams, you're saying Brazil is maybe projected. They just got a scare, but projected to go out. For in the World Cup, you project potentially France going all the way to the final or potentially winning, because France and Argentina seems to be tournament favorites personally. Brazil, quarterfinals, semifinals, it's probably where they're probably going to stop. They don't have the depth anymore, and they don't have the midfield like that. So I'm very impressed with Norway, honestly. They did what they have to do, and they advanced, and Haaland is still part of the holding on to it. Even though that little tap in, he was even hesitant about it. It was a little bit like kind of situation. And I sit back and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, now it's game on. Now it's game on, because now Brazil is their next opponent. How is Norway gonna, prepare for that? How's Haaland going to prepare for that? Because honestly, Vinicius Jr. has come up really, awakened to this tournament, and he's really, really doing well. Honestly, if you want to look at it in the totality, in a sense, Brazil is starting also to do that. Gabriel is actually leading in passes, which is insane, with 397 passes, while Bruno Guimaraes is leading the World Cup with 4 assists. That's bonkers to see those, and you would think Michael Olise will be there, but they're tied. Wirtz is gone since Germany got eliminated, and Odegaard has 3, Isak has 3. So it's pretty good. Brazil, Marquinhos also is in that range. He ranked right now 5th in total passes. which is kind of interesting when you look at this Brazilian team, Vinicius Junior with 4 goals and 1 assist. So like it is a strong Brazilian team, but I don't think it's that strong of a Brazilian teams in the past. But Norway, I just think might be able to get this done somewhere or somehow. Um, I think Amad Diallo should have come in earlier for Cote d'Ivoire, but unfortunately that was not the case. He came in, made an impact, he scored, he almost got that one at the end in the free kick. But and there are a couple of crosses that or things that happen in there for Ivory Coast that you would think if somebody would have got at the end of it, it could have been a potential goal or anything of that nature. I think Nicolas Pepe just came out a little flat for me personally. That's just me how I see it. It just once they went down, it didn't look good. Such a fantastic team because honestly, Cote d'Ivoire played really well. Especially they look more composed with the ball on their feet. But when you have someone like Haaland up top, it's just. It is what it is, and that's just how it is. But it's a pretty good. It was a pretty good match. I really genuinely enjoy it. We're gonna continue and monitoring that. I know I'm not making a lot of video lately because I'm kind of juggling and having a lot of busy schedule. But hopefully, I can more when we come out in the knockout stage. I can be producing more video for you guys. So they'll stay tuned for more because there's going to be more later on tonight. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.